será esa niña que está bailando? ¿Quién será esa niña que está bailando? Yole, 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 me está gustando. 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 ¿Quién será esa niña que está cantando? ¿Quién será esa niña que está cantando? Quitar sentido, quitar sentido.
Motherfuckers on the planet. The sky is falling, ain't no need to panic. I got a stick and want your automatic. Compatible, created in the attic. We are the coolest motherfuckers on the planet. The sky is falling, ain't no.
Toyota, Subaru, and Nissan. Big or small, two-wheel drive or four-wheel drive.
FMG, we're here.
I never knew the magic of making
Fruit mix now $7. Yates Thrive Liquid.
I was always just one step behind you. All rock and roll, I gave you all the best you.
Forget it, M-Ski's a rebel with the soul of a tyrant flow. Just
Bruh.
All the love that I needed. So
what do you get when you don't give, when you got nothing to give? And it's all for nothing.
What a sad parade.
Nationally, Te Toka Southern Lakes Wellbeing Group and National Workforce Development Provider Te Pū have teamed up to bring the program here. Te Pū Chief Executive Ray Lamb says half of all people who will have a mental health challenge will experience their first episode before 18.
Programs like Mental Health First Aid for Youth are an opportunity to do a bit of early intervention and to help with some prevention, to help sort of get in there, recognise the signs early.
That's news. In sport, World Netball is sympathetic towards Jamaica as the wait for their arrival into New Zealand continues. The first two Tiny Jamison Trophy tests against the Silver Ferns in Hamilton have been cancelled as the Sunshine Girls haven't received their passports back from Washington after their visas were issued. It's hoped that the test will be rescheduled for next week in Auckland, with Wednesday's test at Event Finder Stadium still set to go ahead. World Netball Chief Executive Claire Briegel says visa and passport delays are becoming more frequent.
Because we have that with our umpires that we appoint to matches. So we know that there are challenges around the world, and we know right now that there are extra delays in the system because the world has suddenly started travelling again.
Canada's Felix Auger-Aliassime has spoiled the homecoming of Spaniard Carlos Alcaraz after fighting back to beat the new world tennis number one 6-7, 6-4, 6-2 in the Davis Cup. That's sport.
Compass FM Sport with Anytime Fitness Rangiora. Variety begins and ends right here.
How great is this place?
104.
Prevents Russia from exporting its fertiliser is a mistake and has asked the United Nations to put pressure on the EU to rectify it. He also suggested Russia was ready to export 300,000 tonnes of fertiliser to developing countries free of charge. The EU has publicly stated its financial sanctions are explicitly unrelated to fertiliser and food exports, that its sanctions are not contributing to global food shortages and high prices, that it's Moscow's actions in Ukraine that are to blame for that. With Russia making loud noises now about fertiliser exports not working, there's concern Russia will pull out of a landmark grain deal signed between Turkey, the UN and Russia when it's up for renewal in November.
South African President Cyril Ramaphosa is holding talks with US President Joe Biden in Washington on Friday, as Kate Fisher reports.
US President Joe Biden is likely to prioritise discussion.
She does it with ease. Sometimes she passes through me, just like any of the people living this world. Maybe it's not too late.
You should be horizontal now. It's you and me. Falling chord and make a deal with God, and I get him to swap our places. We're running on that road. We're running on.
Site coastal.net.nz.
Weary, my footsteps drag and slow, and I'm 1,000 miles from come anywhere with 1,000 more to go.
Or இசை புரட்சி.
It's not my kind, it's not my time to wonder why.
The system, because the world has suddenly started travelling again.
Canada's Felix Auger-Aliassime has spoiled the homecoming of Spaniard
I'm dying to reach you. Just say what you mean, take your aim.
Just me making a crazy array of effects and
Tell your friends, tell your enemies, and all that. As always, today's podcast will be up there as well. If you missed any of the radio broadcasts.
I've been looking for someone.
Are huge, and the mini golf is mini, at the Riverlands Roadhouse. Brian FM.
I've been having dreams about falling in love. It feels so real, but nobody is here when I wake up. Do you know my name? The devil's in the detail. I'm a natural born killer. A natural born. Take this hopeless broke soul off this remote control, plot twist, a whole generation lost with no promise.
much faith. Can you feel my heart? Do you know my name? Can you feel my love? Do you know my pain? I'll tear it all apart. It's a crying shame. The devil's in the details. Details my name. I'm a killer. Natural born killer. So I'm a killer. Natural born killer. Supernatural feeling. You don't know me, but I'm your brother. I was raised here in this living hell. You don't know my kind in your world. Fairly soon the time will tell. You telling me the things you're gonna do for me. I ain't blind and I don't like what I think I see. Taking it to the street. Taking it to the street. Taking it to the street. No more need for taking it to the street. Oh no. Take this message to my brother. You will find him everywhere. Wherever people live together. Tied in poverty's despair. Are you telling me the things you're gonna do for me? I ain't blind and I don't like what I think I see. Taking it to the street. Taking it to the street. Taking it to the street. No more need for running. Taking it to the street. Taking it to Are you telling me the things you're gonna do for me? Yeah, I ain't blind and I don't like what I think I see. Taking it to the street. Taking it to the street. Taking it to the street. No more need for running. Taking it to the street. Yeah. Taking it to the street. Taking it to the street. Taking it to the street. We'll discuss it further. Taking it to the street. Oh no. Taking it to the street. Taking it, taking it. Taking it to the street. Hey yeah. Taking it to the street. Taking it to the street. No more need for running. No more need for hiding.
We can't spell request, so we don't do them. Brian FM.